Okay, situation number 4. This problem is once again similar to um, past civil engineering board exam problem. I think somewhere May of 2017, no? Na lumabas ito. Pero I think recurring na rin to sa board exam na nag-iiba-iba lang yung mga questions, no? Nag-iiba-iba lang yung tinatanong tungkol dito sa figure na to. Okay, so a pole fixed on the ground is subject to the load as shown. A is 1.92 kilonewton per meter and B is 1.44. H is 15 meters. Okay, the outside diameter of the pole is 180. Sa drawing natin yung pole. Okay, so sabi niya, ano daw to? 180. Tapos, ito, thickness, 15. So, 15 to. So, ibig sabihin, 15 plus 15, 30. So, 180 minus 30, 150. Ayan. So, yung inside diameter, 150. So, for the number 1, calculate the maximum shear stress. So, kailangan muna natin kunin yung reactions. Meron ditong reaction, no? Tawagin na kagad natin na V. Tapos meron din ditong moment reaction kasi fix, tawagin na kagad nating M. Okay, yun lang naman, ano? Although meron din sanang reaction na pag ganito, wala naman kasing binanggit na may self-weight ito eh. 'Di ba? So, assume na lang natin na wala. So, ito lang yon. Okay, so now, to calculate yung V, so summation of forces lang. Okay, so paano natin to gagawin? May dalawang option dyan, guys. Pwede mo tong gawing rectangle, tapos triangle. 'Di ba? Or pwede mo rin gawin dalawang triangle. Triangle to, tapos triangle din ulit to. Okay? So, madalas na ginagawa kasi ganito eh. Sa pakitaan ko lang din kayo ng ganitong approach. Para lang maiba, no? Kasi lagi na lang itong approach na to. Ito muna, tapos ito naman. Ayan. Okay? So, area lang. So, area ng yellow na triangle is 1/2. Base natin, 1.92. Yung height natin, 15. Plus, to the right yan, ano? Yung area ng green na triangle is 1/2. Yung base natin is 1.44. Yung height natin, 15 pa din. Tapos to the left yung shear force. So, ito ngayon yung shear force natin. So, that gives us 25.2 kilonewtons. Okay? Tapos kunin na rin natin yung moment. Moment lang tayo sa base. So, ito ngayon, no? So, ito, meron siya sarili niyang moment. Yung triangle na dilaw. Tapos, meron din ito sarili niyang moment, yung triangle na green. So, yung location nito will be 1/3 of 15. Kasi ano siya from the base, di ba? Tapos, ito naman, ang location nito will be 2/3 of 15. Bakit? Kasi from the vertex ng triangle. So, yan naman yung ibang way dyan. Okay? So, we have again, yung area nung, unahin ko yung dilaw, 1/2, 1.92 times 15, tapos ang moment arm mo, 2/3 ng 15, plus, yun namang green, 1/2, 1.44 times 15, tapos 1/3 ng 15. Lahat ng to mag-i-equal sa moment. So therefore, yung moment natin is equal to 198 kilonewton meter. Okay, so meron tayo ng shear and moment. So ngayon, ano yung maximum shear? O di VQ over IB. So again, dito na naman yung neutral axis niyan. So dito na naman magaganap yung maximum shear. Tapos yung area na i-consider for statical moment area, ito. Okay, so which is basically area lang nitong malaking moment area lang nitong semicircle na to minus yung moment area to semicircle na to. Okay? So lagyan natin ng dimension. 'Di ba yung radius nito would be 180 eh, so 90. Yung radius naman nitong sa loob 150 so 75. Okay? Tapos yung centroid nila, ito yung centroid nung malaki. Ito yung centroid nung maliit. Yung centroid nung malaki, pag semicircle guys, 'di ba sabi ko 4r over 3 pi. So 4r over 3 pi. Yung centroid naman ng maliit, ganun din. Nasa 4r over 3 pi. So para ito sa calculation ng Q, no? So this is VQ over IB. Yung V natin, 25.2 thousand Newton. Yung Q natin, ito na. Area ng semicircle is 1/2 pi 90 squared. Ito yung malaki. Tapos yung moment arm nun ay 4r over 3 pi. Okay? Minus yung nasa loob. 1/2 pi times 75. So if you're asking, sir, bakit 1/2? Kasi po semicircle, no? Kalahati lang ng circle. Times 4r over 3 pi. Ayan. VQ over I. So yung I naman, same concept. Ima-minus mo lang yung I ng malaking bilog sa maliit na bilog. O di pi over 64 times 180 to the fourth minus 150 to the fourth. Tapos yung B natin, yung thickness plus thickness, which is 30. That will be our maximum shear stress. Medyo mahaba lang, no? 25.2 thousand. So para magkasya, lagay ko sa A yung moment area. Lagay ko sa M, ito. Tapos times 30. Calc 0.5 times pi times, pwede ko i-factor out kasi itong mga to eh, times 4 over 3 pi. Pinactor out ko to guys. Kaya pinactor out ko yan. Para lang umikli. Yung may iwan, 90 squared times 90. Minus 75 squared times 75. Ayan. Tapos yung moment of inertia, pi over 64 times 180 to the fourth minus 150 to the fourth. Okay, so our maximum shear stress is 6.45. Okay, so letter A. Calculate the maximum bending stress in the pole. Ano naman yung maximum bending? O, diyan na naman, MC over I, no? So, number 2, FB. MC over I. Yung M, meron na tayo. 198. Gawin natin Newton mm. Yung C, syempre mangyayari yung maximum bending moment andito sa dulo. So yung C natin, 90. Tapos yung I natin, ito pa rin. And that would give us 667.93 megapascals. Or 668. And number 3, if the allowable tensile stress in the pole is 138 megapascal, what is the allowable uniformly distributed load? Okay, so actually dito sa number 3, tinatanong niya, ano yung maximum uniform load? So parang ano yung magiging uniform load na pwedeng i-apply dito? So parang tatanggalin natin to. Tatanggalin natin yan. So papalitan natin ng uniform load. Ano daw yung maximum? Okay, tapos ito yung allowable, 138. Ganyan, no? Ito ay 15. Okay, so W ito. So ibig sabihin yung maximum moment dito, okay, will be equal to W times 15 times, dahil rectangular lang yan, 15/2. So that is 112.5 W. So may ganyan yung maximum moment natin. And then apply lang ulit natin to. Yung MC/I, which is equal to M, gawin ulit natin Newton mm, C/I should not exceed 138 megapascals. And from here, we would be able to calculate W. 138 times yung moment of inertia over 90 times 112.5 times yung 1 million. Okay, that gives me 0.364 kilonewton per meter. So our uniform load allowable should not exceed 0.364. So that's letter B. Okay? And that's how we answer this problem.